Internet told us yesterday the contenders in the East got slightly better. No major moves. The Cavs decided not to make a move. Quickly, guys, in 5 minutes, agree or disagree with the Cavs' decision not to make any moves at the trade deadline?
I disagree.
Yeah, I disagree as well.
I disagree.
Now, we don't know what they could have done, without knowing. But the only reason I say, listen, I think we all know they couldn't get a great player. They didn't have the ammunition to get a great player.
They couldn't get the guy that they felt would put them over the top.
But all these teams trading second-round picks for decent players. Couldn't they trade second-round picks for somebody?
Well, I guess I'm listening to you, all you guys. I'm on the other side of the fence here. I'm gonna tell you what.
You're okay with nothing.
Here, first of all, I've got a solid foundation. I'm not mortgaging any more of the future right now for if coming maybe. What is smart, I thought, was this. If you couldn't get a block, now you get a Durant, you get somebody special.
What about Jay Crowder?
I'm not that guy. Right? I'm not buying that ticket.
But for second-round picks?
Here, I'm looking more for. If I'm the Cavaliers, I'm thinking like this. Let me see who gets bought out here. Right.
Well, there's a bunch of guys. Yeah, that's true. They may head that way.
So if there's a select, because I only need a specific need, right?
Well, what about Russell Westbrook? He's not playing.
No, I will tell you this. You asked me that. You know what I told somebody 2 days ago when they were talking about sending Westbrook to Utah and going to buy him out? Oh, I'm a buyer.
You take him?
Really?
Let me tell you why I'm a buyer.
Wow.
Let me tell you why I'm a buyer on
Okay.
Westbrook.
Change my mind.
Westbrook, before he got to L.A., Westbrook wasn't a problem. Right?
No, I know, but is it because he got old?
But no. Westbrook's been coming off the bench the whole year, Jay. I don't need him to start.
Yep.
But what the Cavaliers do need is somebody that's tough.
Nasty.
Don't
care.
Right?
And if he's a pain in the ass, they can just cut him.
Right.
It's only for a year. It's only for half a season.
That's a good point. There's really no risk.
There's no downside.
Let's say he's being a bad teammate, he's a pain in the ass, then you
No
cut
downside.
him.
It's only for half a season. But I want to see, because there's going to be a number of people that get bought out here, right?
Yeah.
And then because I got
He is not playing in Utah.
I saw
everybody. No chance.
I saw the flurry of people moving around here. Kids dropping kids off at daycare in the morning, coming back, and they leaving.
I'm gonna tell you.
Like, what do you mean? I gotta get my kid. I'm like, no, you got a plane at 5 o'clock.
I'm gonna tell you something, Brad. You know who watching? I'm gonna keep it real. Donovan Mitchell watching. He looking at it like. The Cavs have to let him know and signal to him
that they mean business. They mean business
all out. Because the worst thing you can be is a middling player who does not have a ring, has not been deep into the playoffs, and you look around and you think of people doing moves just to put people in the seats. There needs to be fire under people and letting people know we're not only trying to do what we can to, embark on putting people in the seats, but guess what? We bring in somebody in that's a veteran. He done played. He's a Hall of Famer.
The only reason not to is if you think he's going to screw up the chemistry of the team.
They were not going to get a significant player or fill a void without giving them a significant piece. If you look at all those moves, all those real moves, I'm not talking about the teeny tiny moves. The real moves require real people to be moving on.
Of course.
Right? So we're not doing that. So now you have to play the secondary market here. Because again, this is not New York. This is not LA. They don't have that kind of money flowing around here like that. You have to say this. Let me see what I can get for a bargain. And let me see, because there's a number of people that are going to get bought out here. And now that's the secondary market I'm going for.
And go ahead.
I was going to say, if a guy gets bought out, maybe you know this, Mikey.
You do not have to pay his salary.
You pay him nothing, right?
No,
you got to pay the league minimum.
You pay the league minimum, but everything else is picked up by the private team.
Once he clears waivers, once he's it won't even be waivers because he'd be bought out.
Yeah.
Once he's bought out, he's a free agent, right?
So Russell Westbrook's not really affecting your salary cap
at all.
No,
as much as his reputation at times has been bad. Brad makes a point. He never was that bad before L.A. Like L.A., it seemed to get worse.
Well, I was stunned at how quickly he went from a top-tier difference maker to just a guy who was a problem.
So let's talk about why he went to that, right? Because I know it well. Sometimes you play with some of the greatest, your skills get diminished. So let's talk about, for as great as LeBron is, and I'm a LeBron fan, he has taken a number of people down with him. Kevin Love went down, right? Chris Bosh went down.
When you play with
Westbrook went down.
Wade went down.
Why do you think that people, he has not been able to attract major talent with him? Because People see it.
Well, you know what? On that point, I want to get your thought because you haven't been here. Anthony Davis's reaction to the record-breaking bucket speaks so loudly to me.
I saw it, and then I saw.
What do you make of it?
I saw his backpedal too. I was like, "Don't backpedal."
Wait, I didn't hear what he said.
His backpedal was, I was mad about the game we were losing, and it's nothing against LeBron. I was like, dude, you caught so much smoke that you had to come out with a mea culpa. That's what it was.
That piece. What did it say to you about the chemistry between the two of them?
It says to me that in the aura of the Lakers and LeBron James, that all is not well, right? All is not well.
It looked toxic to me.
And so people get tired. And they look like, because they all make money. He's making a lot of money. He's like, man, I don't need this mess, right? That's what it looked like. And that's what I think what Jalen Rose picked up from the beginning. Like, because here, you just saw one of the greatest feats of all time. You had to be supportive of it.
He sat down. He didn't even look at it.
Here,
Kareem looked kind of miserable, too.
Well, it was his record.
He was going to be miserable. But I said, when you sit down, you saw his face, Jay. This was his face.
I know.
Yeah. When you play with LeBron.
Now, you saw everybody else with their hands up,
he
jumping
never
up.
raised his hands. Like it was complete disrespect.
I was like, oh, my God.
When you play with LeBron, you got to understand this, man. It's facts. LeBron is going to get all the credit, and he's going to get none of the blame. When you hear them say the Lakers Skip Bayless, right? When you hear them say LeBron James and the Lakers, right?
Yeah.
When they say the Lakers was playing bad, they had to move Westbrook out of the lineup and put him on the bench to prove it wasn't even that bad of a Westbrook. AD get all the. They say AD, you ain't never here. You injured all the time.
That's
it was
true,
Westbrook. They put Westbrook on the bench, and so the thought process is this. If you play with LeBron, look, you go back, I can give you Isaiah Thomas. Jay Crowder didn't like playing here. Dwayne Wade said, listen, trade me, and that's his boy.
Kyrie blew up a championship team.
It's a long list of people.
It's a long list of big names.
And it's nothing against LeBron.
But that's a superstar syndrome.
No, it's how he plays.
And the attention that he commands.
Well,
not
he
just
commands
from the
attention,
opponent,
but the way he plays,
he has the ball.
He dominates everything. So you have to basically give up your whole soul to be here.
He's too alpha for another alpha to work with.
And then here's the story.
I mean, in fairness, though, even though Kyrie, I'm going to blame Kyrie, though, because Kyrie's a knucklehead. But Kyrie played great with LeBron. I mean, it wasn't like Kyrie's play went down with LeBron.
He was. I thought.
So I'm not going to blame LeBron for Kyrie wanting to leave.
Here, first of all, I'm not blaming LeBron. I'm just telling you the side effect of playing with him by the way he plays. Because, you think, well, he moves the ball around. No, he doesn't. He suck up the oxygen in the room because everybody's got to breathe here, right?
Well, did guys feel that way about MJ?
No, what happened was before Phil got there, they sure did.
Yeah.
And what Phil did when he put in that triangle offense, he made him share that basketball. That's how Scottie Pippen and Horace Grant and them all got to go.
It's just like when you were young.
Because before we was like, I'll tell you what they used to say when we hit the road. You know, we hit the road, the New York papers used to put in there when we come and play the Knicks. Here come Jordan and the Jordanaires. Like, what? What?
Yeah,
the Jordanaires. What is this?
We was in the first episode of this, Brad. They was going around the horn. They was like, hey man, G Bush, you didn't speak at all today. I'm like, you know what, damn it, you gonna let me talk. And McNuggets, we ain't gonna do that yet, because I ain't talked yet, and I'm gonna get my money off, because that's how I'm playing.
And what happens is it festers over time. Because I don't care what Anthony Davis said. Anthony Davis' face told you everything.
Yeah, he doesn't need to speak. His actions drown out his words.
And then Westbrook's actions and all of. So I bet you if you peel back the layers of the skin here, right, you'd find something down there that's not sitting well with everybody.
You know when we'll get that onion completely peeled back is when one of them leaves and they decide that they're going to bare their soul. It always happens that way. They're not going to do it while they're on the same team, but we'll find out the truth of their relationship and how it's hindered their success.
Let's pull the onion back. Let's pull the onion back on this note.
We're going to check BetJack, see what the odds are on either Anthony Davis or LeBron has moved this offseason. Speaking of BetJack, it still is the official sportsbook of the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show because Ohio sports fans, it is an app to download on top of our friends at Bet River. I guess now we got one at the beginning of the show, one at the end of the show. 2 sportbook options. Download the BetJack app. Get all the Super Bowl props, squares, parlays, anything you need from BetJack. They have it. It is not only Ohio sportsbook, also the sportsbook of the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show.